We have arrived, friends. State number 48. We're in Belgrade, Montana. We just landed at the airport literally 30 minutes ago. I googled thrift stores and I saw this was literally 2 miles from the Bozeman airport. There's a Wendy's next door. Mom and babes are here. Let's see what we can find.
Right, friends, we are officially in state 48. If you are new around here, I had a goal a couple years ago of visiting all 50 states, and this is state 48. We went here for my birthday, my mom's birthday. Hers is in July. Mine was actually the days we were here, August 25th. And I'm excited. We only have Alaska and Hawaii left. So this was right in the front of the store. This was brand new with the tags. You can see they looked up the retail price. It's was $1,600. They had it priced at $549. And I did come back to this location the next day because I'm obsessed with thrifting, and it was sold, you guys. So that sold really quickly. This store, I don't know if it's brand new. I think it's newer within the last couple of years. It is so clean and organized, and this store had some of the best thrifting on this trip, and it is one of the few, I think it is the only Goodwill in the Bozeman area. We stayed in Bozeman, we traveled to Yellowstone, we went to Billings. They have quite a few independently owned, like mom and pop thrift stores in this area, but only one Goodwill. They actually had a Goodwill in Bozeman that I looked up that actually closed down. So let's get to it, friends. I spent quite a while in this store. Luckily, mom was with me to entertain the baby. We had a weird situation with the baby that I'll talk about in a minute, with a customer touching him. I've never experienced something like that, but enough rambling. I have already passed a couple of pieces that I wanted to talk to you about. I passed the brand BB. That is BIBI. It is a boutique brand that actually does pretty well for me on Poshmark. I shouldn't say pretty well. I've sold it a couple times, you guys. But the brand is a boutique brand that a lot of people will price pretty high because it actually is really good quality stuff that can last you for years. Some boutique stuff does not. That is a brand that has a following that people like. Knitted and Knotted used to be sold occasionally at Anthropologie. I am very selective when I pick up that brand because it sits for a while for me. I have sold a couple pieces over the years, but they'll literally sit for years, you guys. So check comps, check sell-through rate. Some of the styles can do better than others. This store had a lot of cool Zara pieces. And as you can see, very reasonably priced. I don't know. For some of you, you might think $5 for a top is not reasonably priced, but coming from where I live, $5 for a top is amazing. And this print is so unique. I feel like this was supposed to be a dupe of like Versace or something. I swear I've seen a piece like that on the runway. Lucky brand, you guys. I don't even pick it up at $5. If I can get it from the Goodwill outlet or in a Goodwill pallet, I will pick it up. J. Jill is a bread and butter brand for me at $5, but that one had some pilling, so I decided to pass on that. But almost 100% of the time, if I find J. Jill at the Goodwill outlet, you guys, I pick it up. It's one of my like $20 to $30 brands consistently through and through. I love it. And for some reason, a lot of resellers pass it up. I do not, especially if I can find it in like a size medium and up. The smaller sizes tend to sit a little longer, but they still sell. So, and I have success selling J. Jill almost everywhere, you guys. Poshmark, ThredUp, eBay. I don't send it to the Real. So yeah, it's a favorite of mine. This was a brand I was going to look up. I'm going to be totally honest. Do not do this. I was so lazy this day, you guys. And because I was filming on my phone, I had it in my brain that if I did not know the brand and I didn't know it had a good sell-through rate, I was not looking up comps. I had the toddler with me. My mom and I were talking. You can see he's like going after racks. Those of you that thrift and source with your children, hats off to you. I'm very lucky that I don't do that. I don't have to do that very often because, you know, we have grandparents and help and stuff. So usually when I source a couple times a week, I don't have to take them with me. He's 15 months and he just wanted to grab everything. So I didn't want to check comps this day, you guys. So if it was a brand I didn't know, I was like, well, oh well, we're moving on. And also, I do have to be very selective because I am putting all the stuff I thrift in my luggage. So I didn't want to be overweight. Lulu's, you guys, Lulu's has a special place in my heart. Like 5-6 years ago, Lulu's could easily sell stuff for like $30-$40. Now you're lucky to get like 15 to 20. That top, new with the tags, it was just like a soft, stretchy, black long sleeve top I picked up for my mom. It was new with the tags. I think it retailed for like $15, but I feel like everyone could use just some nice basic long sleeve black and white t-shirts. So I picked that up at $5. I thought that was a great deal. Went through this entire rack, didn't find a ton on this rack, just more, mall brands that we all find. But at $5 a pop, some of these mall brands, don't sleep on selling mall brands, you guys. I have a full video on how I make money selling bread and butter mall brands. Think Zara, Banana Republic, J. Crew. I will link that video down below. It's a little bit older now. I think it's a year old, but it's still true. Look at this Zara print top. I didn't know if this was men's or women's. I did Google Lens that, and I ended up picking it up because I found some sold comps for like $35. So I don't know if this was like donations from one person, but they had a ton of like unique print Zara tops and dresses. This Chico's top, new with the tags, retailed for $99, got marked down to $75, and they had it marked, I think, at $5, $5 or $7. I picked this up. Chico's is another bread and butter brand for me that a lot of resellers will pass on. You can see me putting it back on the rack, but I do go pick it up. It's just my toddler was like having a rampage with everything. Everything in the cart. So I had to film, show you, then go back and pick it up. I ended up picking up a lot this day. Luckily, friends, my luggage was just under 50 pounds. Oh, I picked up a lot of stuff on this trip, you guys. What is this? I liked the ruffles. Anything with ruffles or glitter, I get distracted. But I think it was like a Kohl's brand that I decided to pass on. This store gets a lot of stuff directly, I think, from Costco, because they had a ton of new with tags like Costco clothing or Sam's Club and Costco. Lacoste is a brand I don't have much experience selling. Any of you that pick it up or that have sold it, let me know, how does it sell for you? Like I said, I couldn't check comps because I was on my phone. I only had one device. So any of you have any knowledge on it, let me know. This is another one I thought, oh, should I look this up? Nora Cora. Is that like a boutique brand? It didn't feel very high quality. So even though it was new with tags, I decided to pass on it at $5. Anna, Kohl's. I wasn't finding any like J. Crew, Banana Republic. I saw a Joie piece. Joie makes me so sad, you guys. It retails for so much and it resells horribly. Old Navy. I've never seen this Old Navy tag before. Have any of you guys? Is that a newer tag, an older tag? Let me know. I like selling Old Navy plus size. That's probably the only Old Navy I'm picking up right now. I did end up picking up this Everlane sweater. Everlane seems to do really well for me on Poshmark. This was in really good condition at $5. Perfect for fall. It's a beautiful fall color. It's almost so heavy it felt like a jacket, but I would describe it as like a sweater top situation. $5. Everlane. I would never find that in Los Angeles for never say never, but I'm like 90% sure I would never find that in Los Angeles for $5. So I definitely picked that up. Checked out the purses. The purses were marked anywhere from like $5 to $10, which is really reasonable. When I'm looking at purses, you guys, I tend to stick with leather. But sometimes, you find some like canvas pieces that can be good. I don't know. I don't have that much luck thrifting purses. I don't know. It's where I live. It tends to be an area where if there's something good, it gets picked up almost immediately. And I'm left with the scraps, but I didn't see anything here. All of these I thought were real leather. They were not, but they were really reasonably priced. So I don't know if you see anything that I should have picked up. This relic purse, I've heard people on YouTube talking about having luck with. Do you guys have luck with selling that? Again, I've never sold it and I couldn't check comps, so I decided to pass. I have to be very selective when I am traveling and sourcing, you guys. I scored in the athletic section. You're going to see coming up, I found some Viore. I found like a ton of Athleta, newer piece Athleta that I picked up that you'll see in an upcoming haul. A lot of this stuff, you guys, I am going to probably list or sell in a live sell. I am back live selling a couple times a week, and I'm actually being consistent, you guys. I've been going live on Poshmark and whatnot. Gymshark for $5, and not bad. I would have picked this up if it wasn't cropped. Gymshark does not have the sell-through rate it once did, like 3 years ago. You can see I put that in the cart, but that is one piece. When I did stop filming, I checked comps because, like I said, Gymshark used to be a hot seller. Now moves a little bit slower and doesn't sell for as much. I found a ton of REI Columbia at this thrift store, which makes sense considering Montana, you know, lots of outdoor activities happening. By the way, for those of you that have been to Montana, Bozeman is like a city I've never seen before. I should have gotten some footage driving around. If I did, I'll put it at the end of this video. It is like this city has either just been recently redone or the whole city is brand new. Like every building is perfectly done, like super clean, very clean town, not a piece of trash anywhere to be seen, clean roads, clean streets. The library we went to literally looks like a college, you guys. And I don't know, I have to look up the history of Bozeman, but you can tell there is a lot of money in that city. Like the mall that had it had Macy's, Barnes and Noble. They're completely redoing the mall, but like almost every building in this town looks brand new. And it very much has a Montana, like a log cabin theme. It's very interesting, very nice, clean, pristine town. And it's interesting because we drove the 2 hours to Billings, and Billings is no shade to Billings. Billings is the biggest city in Montana. It's nothing like that. It's more just like a traditional suburban town, you know, with strip malls, and it's nice and clean. But Bozeman is like, it just has a very bougie vibe and very friendly people. Billings, Bozeman, Yellowstone, which I think Yellowstone was mostly tourists. Some of the most friendly people ever. I cannot say the same for Utah. No offense if you live in Utah, but traveling in Utah was interesting. You can go. I filmed like 5 videos in Salt Lake, you guys. You can go and watch those videos if you want to understand what I'm talking about. But Montana, out of all the 48 states I've been to, might have been some of the most friendly people I've experienced. Almost too friendly. Anyways, enough. I just wanted to give some insight about Montana for any of you that are considering traveling here or were curious. I did end up finding Viore here, a couple pieces of Viore that I'm going to show you. I almost never find Viore in this good of condition where I live, so I was super excited. Lucky brand jeans are usually a pick up for me at the Goodwill outlet. I didn't want to pick up stuff. I know I keep saying this, but I didn't want to pick up things that were super heavy, you guys. And unfortunately, I feel like I missed out because they had a lot of good jeans here. Lucky, Mother. I did pick up Mother denim jeans, but I couldn't pick up a lot because it was just going to be too heavy. They also had really good coats. And then right after I filmed this clip, this woman who was really nice, she saw my son Donovan in the cart and she was like, you know, making little baby sounds at him. And the aisle we were in was really tight corners, like she was close to him basically. She started touching him, you guys, like tickling him, touching his neck. And when I tell you, Nana was not having it. Nana was like 2 carts away from me, and I could tell she was going to say something to the woman. So I'm like slowly backing up as she's like tickling my kid. I've never had this happen. 2 children, been a mom for 4 years. She literally just came up to him and started tickling him and touching his neck. And, he's like looking a little at me like, well, who's this lady touching me? I'm like backing away, trying to be nice. And she continues to follow us, touching him, you guys. It was the most awkward experience. I nipped it in the bud nicely. I've never had that happen. And I feel like had she not stopped, the mama bear in me would have not had, my mom would have, oh my God. It was very awkward, you guys. I don't know if any of you as moms, have you ever experienced a stranger just randomly touching your child? It was strange, you guys. I almost got it on camera, but I try not to film people. It stresses me out thinking about it. Okay, Vuori. Here's one of the Vuori pieces I found, you guys. This literally looked new without the tags. If you don't know, Vuori is currently a bolo. Vuori is what Gymshark was like 3 to 4 years ago. One of the hottest selling athletic wear brands. I actually went to a Vuori kind of like sample sale recently and scored some amazing pieces, all new with tags. I'm going to try to sell that at a live sale, but I did pay up for those pieces because it was like a sample sale. So it's not like thrift store pricing, I was paying like quite a bit of money. So I'm going to sell those in a live sale if they don't sell for the price I want, because they're all new with tags. I have like coats, jackets. I will just list them because that brand, like I said, one of the hottest selling athleisure brands right now. Vuori, Aloe. I'd say they're even more popular right now than Lululemon, you guys. So if you're interested in checking out those pieces, again, I will leave a link to that Poshmark live sale down below. So I ended up scoring big. It was a little weird at the end with the lady touching my son and literally like following us to touch him. I almost like swatted her hand away, you guys. And I was like, Nikki, you just got here. You're probably one of the few black people in this entire state. Do not hit this woman. Lovely people, other than this woman, literally no exaggeration, some of the nicest people, but I was not having her touching my baby. So let's move on, friends. Moving on to the hard goods section. This store is very big, you guys, and they had a ton of stuff. I literally could have spent hours in here. I think we were here for about an hour before it was time to go, and the creepy touchy lady, so I was just like, let's get out of here. But if I lived locally, you guys, I would spend probably an hour or two just in the hard goods section. Fun fact, I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, I used to sell a lot of mugs. I would sell them in lots. I try to stick to more like name brand, like Pier 1. Rest in peace, Pier 1. I don't know about near you guys, but here they closed all of our Pier 1 Pier 1 brick and mortar stores, and I think you can only shop them online. But I would pick up Pier 1, Crate and Barrel. What's that place? Z Gallery. Oh, Z Gallery was the one I would find at thrift stores a lot, and I would sell them on eBay local pickup or Facebook Marketplace, or actually Craigslist, you guys. I haven't sold on Craigslist in like, 7-8 years. I used to sell a lot on Craigslist and just do local pickup and have people meet me at like Starbucks or something, and I would always bring a friend. But I actually used to make decent money selling mugs. So I don't know, I did not like shipping them. I did ship mugs, and I still do ship glassware and fragile things still, but I just don't do it at the scale that I used to. Like now I'm probably shipping glass maybe like 5 times a month, but back then I was selling locally like mugs, glassware, champagne flute sets, sometimes like 20 to 30 times a month, you guys. It was a good income earner for me. I did check out the kids section, not necessarily to resell, but just for my own children. I thrift a ton of their clothing, you guys. I just wash it, obviously, before they wear it. My kids are very hard. I'm sure everyone's kids, they're just hard on their clothes, you guys. And if you have a kid that goes to like preschool or anything like that, they just destroy the clothes. So I try to thrift most of their stuff, and a lot of times I'll find like higher quality stuff, like from Nordstrom, Bloomingdale's, like name brand kids clothing. So highly recommend doing that. A lot of times I find their stuff at the Goodwill outlet, which is even more affordable. But look at how big this kids section is, you guys. This store, no joke, was like the size of a small Target. It's a very big Goodwill. It's in Belgrade, Montana. It is literally 2 miles from the airport. So if you're in the Bozeman area, it's like 10 miles from Bozeman. definitely recommend checking it out. I got these socks for my 15-month-old. It said 12 to 24 months, and his ginormous feet don't even they barely fit in them. So we probably have like a week before he can't wear all of these. But I did pick those up, 6 socks for, I think it was $3.99. Not a bad deal. The store had a ton of new with tags stuff. You can tell they get a lot of donations direct from stores, or maybe they're getting like liquidation pallets. But look at all of this active gear. They had rollerblades, roller skates. This is like my dream. If I had more time, you guys, I would have bought a lot of this stuff and shipped it home. Like some of this stuff has so much value that it's actually worth paying the shipping fee to ship it home. I just didn't have the time. They had these letter press plates. Say that fast 3 times. Hopefully you enjoyed this Montana vlog. This is 20 minutes. I have many Montana videos coming your way. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you come and check out the upcoming live sales, and I will see you soon.